Hi, this is a video for Soundation Assignment number 2. So this assignment, you're going to recreate one of your classmates' tracks. And I'm going to show you how you're going to do that. It's pretty complicated, but if you follow these steps, you'll be all right. Step 1, you might want to just listen to their track. So here's Timothy's track. I'm using his as an example. And I'm not going to listen to the whole thing on the video, but you'll want to listen through it. Second thing, you'll want to go down here and try to find the loops that the person used. So I know that all of Timothy's are going to come from the 95 folder. So I'm going to look in the 95 folder. Not there. I think it might be, no, under Urban 95. Okay, so the first thing that he used was, let's see. Bass ACO 5C. I'm just going to bring that over. Beat Brown. Bringing that one over. Beat Hi-Fi 6. There it is. Beat Patch. All right, that was easy enough. They were all in the same folder, so that was pretty simple. Next thing I want to do is listen to each of them. Now, to listen to each one by itself, you can solo that channel by pressing this S button. So I'm going to want to get familiar with each one before I start the next step. So I'm going to listen to each of these. Cool. The next one, Beat Hi-Fi. Cool. And that last one. So I listened to his track before doing anything else. So step 1. Step 2, I found the loops. I started them off here. And I listened to each loop by itself. Now that I've dragged those loops into my project, I can click over here on the library. I can click over to project if I want to. Now here comes the part where you're really going to have to use your brain. You're going to listen to the person's track, and you're just going to observe really closely what you hear. Now, you have to make sure that you're feeling a beat. You're feeling the beat of the person's song so that you can count. And you're going to count specifically each measure so that you'll know when, let's say he starts his Beat Brown measure 8. The easiest way for me to learn where he starts different things is by listening and counting. So here we go. 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Third measure. 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to pause there, and I know that it's 4 measures of just bass. So I'm going to have kind of a little cheat sheet going. This isn't required, but this is what I'm using, and you can kind of see it right there. So I just put 1 through 4, bass. Now I'm starting measure 5. I'm starting measure 5, so I'm going to write what I hear at measure 5. So I still hear that bass. So I'm going to make a note of that. And then I also want to try to remember which one of these beats jumps in with it. I don't think it's that one. It has one with... Not that one either. I know it's that one because I can hear that cowbell sound. So I'll write down the name of that, and that's beat patch. So I'm just going to write patch. Now I have to find out how many measures it goes on like that, so I'm going to go back to where that started. That's measure 5, 6, 7, 9. Let me do that again. I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4, 7, 2, 3, 4, 8, 2, 3, 4, 9, 2, 3, 4, 10. Alright, so it goes on for 10 measures and then it sounds like it changes. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So measure 5 through 14 is bass and beat patch. So I'm going to make sure that this goes, and there we can see it goes through up to 14. I'm going to extend this up through 14. I'm going to move these guys out of the way. And then I'll keep going on. So I'm going to start counting the measures once I start the song. 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4, 7, 2, 3, 4, 8, 2, 3, 4. Now it's different. So which one of those was I hearing? I'm pretty sure I was hearing this one, beat brown. I think it was that because I can kind of hear the tom sounding drums. I know it's not this one because this one has this kind of metallic, those higher electronic sounding sounds. So it's this one. And now how many measures was it? Let's go back and count them up. I changed about right here. So I'm gonna start counting when I hear that background beat change. 1. And if you miss the change, then you have to just go back so you can be certain. 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4, 7, 2, 3, 4, 8, 2, 3, 4, 9, 2, 3, 4. And then I can even see how it changes to a different beat right there. So I know it was 9 measures. So I'm going to take my hi-fi. Or no, my beat brown, and make sure it goes for 9 measures. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need one more measure. All right, last but not least, I kind of know by ruling them all out that this is my last one I haven't heard yet. I learned the first time I listened through it that this bass part goes through the whole thing, so I can just go ahead and put that one out. Now I'm just going to go back to where before it changes to that final beat. and I am going to listen to see how many measures it is. 2, 3, 4, 2. Yeah, if you're feeling the beat, do this. 4, 5, 6. So at least 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Now I heard somewhere in there it changed and there was another layer that was added, meaning that one of my other beats that I've already used, the brown or the patch, came in through here somewhere, and I'm going to do the same thing, count the measures and try to find out where it is. Just some fair warning for you, this is really difficult stuff. This is at least high school level stuff, maybe even college level stuff, but you're capable of doing it, 8th graders, and be patient. Is it going to sound exactly like the original track? Maybe, maybe not. It depends on how straightforward it was made. If there were measures on the original track where the person decided to make it so that a loop started halfway through a measure or on beat 4 of a measure, it's going to be a lot trickier. But if they started their loops on beat 1 of each measure, then you should have a pretty straightforward job. Good luck, and let us know if you have any questions. Thank you for listening.